Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to our first video, the Li Bullock Family. I'm Matthew.
Jalili.
And we've got no Ethan. So this is our first video and it's a bit of a different one because my plan originally was to do something and it's going to be to document our life. But we've been hit with the coronavirus in China. So we're currently on lockdown at the moment. We're at Jenny's parents in the countryside. And I guess my first question to you is I was going to ask you, how do you feel about this whole situation?
Nervous.
Why?
我怕死.
What does that mean?
I'm scared of death.
You're scared of death. I'm sure you comment below. Are you scared of death as well? I know I'm scared of death. Yeah.
I think everybody is.
But I mean, you're probably quite a useful person to have in this situation. Not only because you're an important part of this family and our YouTube channel, but also because you were here in 2002 when the SARS hit. Could you maybe tell everyone how it was different? So how it was 2002 compared to now, what was the difference?
I think this time it's much worse than the SARS.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe it's because we know the information more than in the past. So we know how bad it is. It's not like in the 2002,
2003.
2003, huh?
Yeah.
People didn't know much information about it,
Yeah.
so they don't know how bad it is. But now, especially when you look on internet,
social media,
you can read lots of information which are not good.
It scares you.
Yeah.
So I guess our situation is different compared to other people, or maybe it's similar to other people, but some people are stuck in cities. Some people are stuck in Wuhan, which is probably the worst place to be, the epicenter of this. For us, we're in the countryside, which means there's a lower population, lower risk of cross-contamination, and we're literally on lockdown every day, aren't we? So what does a normal day look like for us right now, currently? Prisoners, that's a bit extreme. No, I think a normal day for me is pretty much wake up, have a shower, go and make a pot of coffee, play with Ethan, look forward to lunch, and then the same again, maybe watch some YouTube videos.
So pretty much prisoners with your family.
Yeah, but that's not a bad thing, is it? Because
yeah, it's a good thing.
Right now, your mum and dad have real time, real intimate time to have a connection with Ethan, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's a bright side.
I mean, we're busy. When we're in the city, we have very busy lives, so we don't always have that opportunity to come back here. And if our parents come to the city, it's difficult for us to entertain them because we have busy lives, and 5 minutes, 10 minutes for us is really quite important on our normal daily lives. So this is different, so we can kind of enjoy this. But I think one thing we need to talk about is the severity, so how dangerous this situation is, and information that's being told. So I had a look at this. So on my iPad here, yesterday I saw a post and it was giving some numbers. So here, it was saying, so this is from yesterday, this is from Tuesday, and it was saying that there are 23,214 suspected cases. So remember, suspected. And also it's saying that so far the death rate has climbed to 490 people.
I think it's more than that.
Well, this is the thing, right? So with this information, this is changing every day. I mean,
Makes me sad.
it makes me sad as well, yeah. It does make me sad. I mean, so far that's a death rate of about 2%. But
Only because our population is huge and
Yeah.
the number is big.
yeah. What do you think about China's actions to control this? What do you think about... So I know every province has a different government, which is ultimately governed by Beijing. But what do you think about each province's and overall the Beijing government's sort of control over this situation?
Of course, every province is trying its best to control, especially control people's behavior, stop people being gathering and going out for parties or even to the market. Some places people are not allowed to go out buy vegetables or go to the market. But I think that's a good thing for now, because the less you move, the less risks it makes.
Yeah. I saw this really quite inspirational video the other day. It was people in Wuhan. So, in China we have everything's densely populated, so houses don't really exist, do they? It's more high rises and lots of tall buildings. And I saw this video and it was people shouting out the window, "Jiao Wuhan, Jiao Wuhan," which means
That's good.
yeah, like come on, stay in your house. And it was motivation for everyone. So I think that was quite nice to see.
Yeah, right now I think all of the people really need some good news.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree with that. Yeah. I mean, one thing that I found a little bit disappointing was I've looked at other countries and airlines as well, because Jenny and I have spoken about, I'm from the UK and we've said, do we go back to the UK? But then we spoke about it, and the idea of going to the airport is dangerous, being in the airport is dangerous, being in the plane is dangerous. And we could do it. We could do that wearing a mask all the time. But could Ethan do that?
No, he hates the masks.
And Ethan's 14 months old, and Ethan has very strong opinions, and we literally have to glue it onto his face and he'd be screaming, and then a 16-hour flight back to the UK?
Impossible.
And then go into quarantine possibly. So we figured the safest thing for us to do is to stay here. But it's definitely a difficult time for everyone. Do you think we'll experience more things like this in the future?
Hope not.
I hope not. No. I mean, coming back, I went off topic a bit there, but yeah, I mean, countries and governments, when I read the news, and I know the news is probably not that informative or definitely biased and skewed, but it seems that no one's really reaching out and saying, how can we help you? It seems everyone's closing the borders. So when I was talking about airlines and different governmental bodies in different countries, it seemed everyone wanted to close the border and restrict access, and I definitely see that so far with Australia and the US. The UK seems to be a bit more lenient, and some other countries were a bit unresponsive at first about nationals or foreigners leaving.
It's not a bad thing, Right now, all of the countries need to protect their people.
Yeah.
From it. I don't blame them.
No. I mean, one naughty thing we've seen here is everyone has to wear a mask. So, if I got a mask, I'll show you a mask. So, on a normal day, you'll go out and you'll wear this mask. It's like a surgical mask. And Jenny's tested them before. Jenny pours water into the mask, and then if the water stays in, that means if someone sneezes or coughs, the particles are not going to go in. So we've tested our masks. They're pretty good quality, aren't they? But when you use it, you have to throw it away. It goes in the bin after that, which means that when we go back to Chengdu, we're going to go through hundreds and hundreds of masks, aren't we, every day? Well, every day, over a period of a couple of months, sorry. So, you know, we bought our masks in the UK, but the prices have gone really through the roof here. It's been astronomical. So I thought that was quite naughty that people were putting the prices up on the masks. That wasn't nice.
No, but I hate to say it, but yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Not everyone is a good person. So some people, some bad people are trying to make money from this.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a good thing.
No. So my plan is next. So now we're on house lockdown. We try to do different things to entertain ourselves. So what I want to do for the next video is just show people what a normal daily life looks like for us. You know, we're playing table tennis in the house, we're playing badminton.
People are interested?
No, it's going to be really, really boring. I mean, if you want to watch, you're more than welcome to watch. I hope it's not boring. It's usually us just chasing Ethan while he's got our toothbrush, or he's got some fish from outside or something. Yeah, when I say outside, on the balcony. So yeah, my plan is to make a video next of what we're doing at the moment, and if we go out briefly to the small supermarket, you know,
hopefully we can show you the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's we go up downstairs and it's the field. Yeah.
And then my big goal as well is, you know, I think Chengdu is one of the most beautiful cities I've been to, and I've lived here for 5 years now. And I'd say ultimately my favourite city is London. I love London, but Chengdu, I don't know, it's got something really magical about it. I think it's got that really busy vibe, but then that casual vibe as well. You know, you can go, it's got that tea culture, and
I think most importantly is food.
Food for me, which is why if you look at me 5 years before I moved to China and now, I'm definitely much fatter now. Yeah. That's why I have the beard to try and hide it.
Yeah.
So the future goal for us, and I hope you want to do it as well, is definitely food videos. Like, there's so much food. Everyone thinks it's just in one category, spicy with citron pepper, but it's far beyond that. So as the season changes, as hopefully this virus situation is controlled and we can all start to leave our buildings and go outside, we can start to make more videos of exploring Chengdu and exploring China, our holidays, just what we do on a day-to-day basis, you know, going to work and how the city looks, and then we can show you as well. So if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and add any comments. We'll try and follow your comments and try and reply to them. I hope we've covered it. You know, just to reiterate, this is just our opinions. So everything we say in this video is it's not necessarily from a news source we're dictating. It's just our opinions on this situation right now. And don't forget, some people are in a much more dangerous situation than we are. We want to document the side of just how we live on a day-to-day basis, because when you read the news, you know the severity of the situation. So this is just us as a family, of how we're surviving and what we do on a day-to-day basis. And the uncertainty, we don't know when we're going back to work as well. So any questions, please ask those questions in the bottom, or try and comment on them as quickly as possible. Have you got anything to add before we finish? Did you enjoy your first video? You were pretty nervous, but you've done well. You've done well. For someone who's nervous, you've done well.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, take care, guys. Bye-bye. From the Li Bullock family, bye-bye.
He forced me to make this video.
I'm going to stop it now. You can see this is a really green area. This is a really nice place to be right now. It's really chilled, and